G'day, guys. Welcome back to Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. Now, there's been a lot of talk around change in the last few days. Mike Tomlin was asked a question in his press conference yesterday or the day before. Will things change? And he ultimately said, there does need to be some change in this building. Now, a lot of fans want Tomlin's head right now. Change. Fire him, right? I don't think that's what we need to do right now. And a lot of fans do want Matt Canada fired, myself included. I think he needs to go and someone else needs to step up. However, let's not talk about the firings today. Let's talk about this idea of change. If we were to go out and change some players or something in this, team right now, what needs to be a spark? And this to me could be an ideal spark for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, some may say you're crazy, man. Why are you changing running back Naji Harris from RB1 to RB2? But right now, as it stands, Naji Harris has 69 attempts, 222 yards, 3.2 yards average, longest 16-1 TD. Jalen Warren, however, on the other side, has been given a few touches, 19 attempts, 94 yards, 4.9 yards average. So he has a higher average than Naji Harris. And in my opinion, I think he's actually playing better than Naji Harris. Now, in the receiving game, Naji Harris has 13 catches, 64 yards, and 4.9 average. Jalen Warren has 7 catches for 46 and 6.6. There seems to be something up with Naji Harris. Now, could it be that injury that he suffered in the preseason and now it's lingering on and on and on and on? He doesn't look the same. Naji Harris can't find the right gaps, the right holes. He can't seem to get that burst of energy through the line. He doesn't look the same player that he was last year in his rookie year. That could be one scenario the Pittsburgh Steelers might want to entertain. Change the running back up just a little bit to take the pressure off Naji Harris. And also, a side note, why don't they bring in or bring up Anthony McFarland from the practice squad? There needs to be someone that can come in, have a bit of a spark. Why don't they bring up Anthony McFarland? I don't know. That boggles my mind that he's not even playing on the 53. Now, another one I wanted to bring up too was in swapping roles. Devin Bush and Mark Robinson. Here's another key indicator that the Pittsburgh Steelers just don't make these changes. They just seem to stick with the guy as long as they can. They try and figure it out. Devin Bush on the season has 18 solo tackles, 12 assisted, 30 in total. But other than that, Devin Bush has no real big stats. He has no tackles for loss, no sacks, no pass deflections, nothing. No forced fumbles. You can't count anything. No splash plays. He's just a guy out there making some tackles. That's it. Now, on the other side, his counterpart, Miles Jack, has 50 tackles in total, doing most of the work, 2 tackles for a loss, and a pass deflection. At least he's out there trying. Now, the middle linebacker situation is still not the best, but what would it hurt right now being 1-4 for the Steelers to actually swap these guys over? Devin Bush, sit back a little bit, mate, and start Mark Robinson. Now, there's no way you're starting Spillane, or are you starting Marcus Allen? But why not give this guy a shot? You're 1-4. You might as well try and change something. Now, for the last one I want to talk about is a little bit about the offense. There's pressure now on Claypool, pressure now on Deontay Dropson. Well, they're playing really bad football, right? Is there a chance that those players get their roles cut down a little bit and George Pickens starts to play better football? That's a scenario. But also, with those players being cut, their reps being cut, who's behind them? It's Oshesky, it's Sims, and it's Miles Boykin, who plays a lot more on special teams. But there is one guy I want to focus on the offense that I think needs to get more reps. Should tight end Connor Haywood, see more reps? That's the big question. Should he go out there and see more reps? He just hasn't seen that many reps in 2022. I think I saw him last week on the field 3 or 4 or 5 times from memory. I don't see him out there because I find this tweet too. Bob Pompiani, Steelers have tight end injury problems. Pat Frymouth is in concussion protocol, and Zach Gentry has a knee injury. So there are some big injuries on this Pittsburgh offense right now at the tight end position. And can they use Connor Haywood to maybe play second tight end? Because if Gentry has to start, imagine if Frymouth can't play this game versus the Bucks. if there's no Freiermuth versus the Bucks, that is a big missing piece to our offense. Big time. He's almost similar to TJ Watt being out for the defense. 0-8, TJ Watt in the defense. Freiermuth doesn't play. He's almost very similar. This could be Kenny Pickett's guy, like Big Ben used to work with Heath. That could be the connection that could form over the season and form over the next few seasons. That is Pickett to Muth. But Muth being in concussion protocol, the league is going really hard in the paint and stuff now. If you get knocked in the head, they are taking this stuff really serious. We may not see Freiermuth back for this game because we didn't see Edmonds play as well, and he suffered a concussion as well. So that's the question I want to leave you guys. Should Connor Haywood see more reps? Anyways, guys, there needs to be a lot of change. Definitely needs to be change. I don't think actually they're going to fire anyone. As much as I want to see Canada fired, I want to see Terrell Austin demoted or do better. Or Coach Tomlin. A lot of fans want his head fired for the last 5 years. It's not going to happen. The Pittsburgh Steelers won't do that. But if you can't control that aspect, what change can happen? And those scenarios, what I just listed, I think are some good ones they can do. Put in the comments below what you believe, what else needs to change. What does need to change? Is it just a mentality thing of like, go out there and do better? The team is so skillful, yet they're playing so poor. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later. Thank you for checking out Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. And as always, here we go, Steelers. Here we go.